Hi, this is Kyle with Digitalis Education Solutions. I want to talk to you a little bit about our line of portable planetarium projection systems. So if you go to our website, digitaliseducation.com, you can see that we do have planetarium systems for large fixed installations. We also make a line of planetarium systems that are portable. You can load them up in your car. You pair these with an inflatable dome that we also make here in the US, and you can deploy a system almost anywhere that you can imagine indoors and set up in about 20 minutes, something like that. We have quite a few different planetarium systems based on resolution and price. Highest resolution systems are the Theta and the Kappa 2 portable. We also have some entry-level systems that are less expensive. They don't have the high resolution, but they don't stretch your pocketbook quite as much. One of my favorites of the introductory systems, entry-level systems, is the Digitarium Delta 5 Plus. The Plus means that we've added a laser phosphor projector, so it has better color. It has a laser-based light source, so there's no lamps to replace at all, and these things are rated to last 20,000 hours of operation. The Delta 5 Plus is also substantially brighter than the Delta 5, so this will take you up to a dome of 7 meters. That's the maximum that we recommend. If you need a larger dome, the Kappa 2 will take you up to a 9-meter dome. You'll notice that our planetarium systems for the portables are broken down between the basic package and professional package. Basic is our way of trying to make the system as budget friendly as possible. You can actually add components to the basic system to get you up to the professional. And the components that you can add: Universal Console, Nightshade Next Generation Professional, so you're updating the software to professional, and then you can add the data sets for whole Earth and solar system. So I'm going to show you what those mean here really quickly. So we'll start with adding Universal Console. So Universal Console is a way to interact with the software using an iPad or a browser on another web-enabled device. The difference is this. If you don't have Universal Console, you're going to be just operating it with our backlit remote control. This does give you a lot of functionality, like we can speed up time, we can add the constellations, but if you want to change where you are on the planet or change what sky culture you're looking at, you're going to bring up a dialog box. This is something that your audience can see in the dome. And then we change our latitude this way. If we want to change our sky culture, we have to navigate down here to sky cultures and then navigate down to changing our sky culture. If we want to add a photo or video, you can do it with the remote control. Again, you have to bring up a dialog box that shows up on your dome, and then you scroll through and you find the photo or video that you want to put up on the dome. Now this works pretty well if you already know what you're going to talk about, but if you have an audience member who asks a question, you might not want to have to scroll through a bunch of files on the dome. So Universal Console, we introduced this to give you a better way to interact with the software that's more immersive. So for instance, I'm using Universal Console here. Normally you'd be running it likely on your iPad. You can change your latitude. Just type in wherever you want to be, and the system will set that up. You can skip forward or backward by these increments using Universal Console. You can also add Time Lapse. This is pretty cool because it'll give you the star trails with Universal Console. Going here to Constellation Cultures, with Universal Console, you can select individual constellations, and you can also very easily change what sky culture that you're looking at. So if we want to look at Egyptian, it's very simple to swap your sky culture. We have about 40 different sky cultures already built in to the system. All right. Media, a lot easier and cleaner to add media to the dome using our media browser in Universal Console. You can click where you want to put a particular image. You can change its size very easily. You can also add multiple images to the dome and even make some of them full dome if you wish. So it's definitely a much cleaner way to interact with media. Probably the favorite thing that I hear about when people have added Universal Console is you can access Augmented Lessons. Augmented Lessons are lesson plans that help a new teacher teach a live interactive planetarium show right out of the box. So let's pick one here. Let's do earthquakes. So there are about a couple dozen augmented lessons built into your system already. If you have Universal Console, you can access them. Augmented lesson has a narration, so this is what your teacher would say. An earthquake is what we feel when two blocks of earth move suddenly past one another, etc., etc. Augmented lessons add images already up in your dome. So if you click on the button, the image shows up in your view area. So it's very easy. Your lesson continues. Augmented lessons can also include what we call Strata Scripts. A Strata Script is a text-based computer language that automates your system. I'll talk about that a little bit more in the professional version. But with Universal Console, these Strata Scripts are already built in, and all you have to do is click on the button, and it runs the Strata Script. In this case, this script is launching us off of the Earth so that we can get a view of our planet from above. Okay, that's Augmented Lessons. Great feature if you add Universal Console. Now let's go to this next line. Nightshade Next Generation Professional. So if you also update to the professional version of our simulation software, you have a lot of other features that are added in here. One is we have background music. We call these soundscapes. So I'm going to pick a soundscape here. Let's do Cinematic Cosmos and hit play. And what this does is this adds some background music as you are running your show. The background music will actually change as you change your scenes, and now we're nighttime, and we're going to blast off away from the Earth. So you can hear the music change. It's pretty fun. So that's one of the features of Nightshade Next Generation Professional. Another thing that is included with the professional version only is we have a script editor. I mentioned Strata Scripts earlier. The script editor lets you easily add Strata Scripts that you write yourself. Okay, so I'll just do this. So that Strata Script just took us to the planet Mars. Pretty cool. Nightshade Next Generation, also the professional version, adds this data console. So you can add data to different bodies in the solar system. You can even add data to the entire sky. So if we want to add the Planck low frequency data, we can do that. You can control the opacity of these different data sets. You can even add data sets to things like the Earth. So I'll click here on Earth, get rid of our cloud layer, and look at some of the data sets that are available for the Earth. One of my favorites is this, weather. You can actually add a cloud layer over the last 30 days or accumulated rainfall. So this is actual data that you're adding to the Earth. So these are clouds over the last 30 days. Nightshade Next Generation Professional really lets you do a lot more with the system. You can reach out to topics far beyond just your basic astronomy. There's a lot more features with Nightshade Next Generation Pro, and I might get to some of those a little bit later. I want to show you here whole Earth data. So the whole Earth data set is topographic data, 4 terabytes of topographic data over the Earth. So let's fly in here. I'm going to change our view so you can see this a little bit better. And we'll fly up here to, how about we check out the Himalayas? Okay, so whole Earth data, you'll see it page in here, adds topography to the Earth. And so now we can fly down and look at our Earth from above. This is all satellite data. You can see things like watersheds and human impact. So we're looking here at farmland and ways that humans have changed the Earth. You can look at the watersheds. So whole Earth data adds this capability. So if you're going to be using your planetarium to talk about ecology, this would be an excellent data set to consider adding. We also have a data set for other solar system bodies. So if we want to fly to, let's say, the Moon or Mars, click on Mars, hit Fly To, and I'll show you the solar system data set. So solar system data adds data to various bodies such as the Moon, Mars, Mercury, and high-resolution images to other solar system bodies such as Europa and other moons. All right, so let's fly in here to a little bit closer to Mars, and we can actually, let's come down in here to one of the craters. So this is the solar system data set. We're going to fly in here to Gale Crater underneath the atmosphere. This is where the Curiosity rover landed. Pretty cool. You can get a little closer here. So solar system data is a great add-on feature. I want to come back here to some other things that you can do with the Nightshade Next Generation Pro. If you don't have professional, you are limited to flying within the solar system. So the basic version, you could fly to any planet or any moon within our solar system. With the professional version, you're actually able to leave the solar system completely. I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to add some constellation lines here. We'll just add a few kind of random constellations. Okay. Now, as we fly away from our solar system, this is only in professional, you can actually see where other stars are located relative to our solar system. So you have a three-dimensional star field. You can leave our solar system as we've done. You can also leave our galaxy completely. We have a three-dimensional model, volumetric model of our galaxy. This is just in the professional version. Once you've left the galaxy, we can add other data sets. So here's a galactic grid showing the North Pole and South Pole of our galaxy. And we can add other galaxies. This is the Sloan Digital Sky Survey of galaxies. So every yellow dot here is another galaxy, hundreds of billions of stars per galaxy. And we can actually fly all the way out to the cosmic microwave background radiation. There's a lot of other features with Nightshade Next Generation Professional. You can add your own three-dimensional bodies, you can add your own data sets, a lot of other features that are just for Nightshade Next Generation Professional. But again, that is going to be based on your budget and how you want to use your own system. So if you want some more information, you can go to our website and request a demo. So there's a couple places on here where you can do that. Just come down here to request online demo, give us your name, contact information, and then I can connect up with you and give you a live interactive demonstration of our software where you can ask questions, and I'd be happy to answer anything that I can. So this is Kyle with Digitalis Education Solutions. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this clarifies some of the options that you have. Thank you very much. And welcome back home.